Hi everyone, I'm Donna Perry, an associate professor at the University of Massachusetts Graduate School of Nursing. Thank you for inviting me to your conference. I will briefly share two personal experiences and suggest that one area of Lonergan's work that may provide direction to contemporary challenges is his approach to common meaning. When the COVID surge began, I found myself wanting to contribute in some way. I spent several months volunteering with the Department of Public Health in a nearby city, calling individuals with positive COVID tests to provide quarantine education. This required me to call complete strangers to discuss personal details of their health and household. Many of these were immigrants who spoke Spanish, which meant communicating through a telephone interpreter. Living in the countryside and healthy, I spoke to people with vastly different experiences, frightened and exhausted in hot city apartments. I remember one woman vividly. She said they were a family of 9 in one apartment with one bathroom, all COVID positive, and running out of food and cleaning supplies. How was I to build a connection? The second situation involved a meeting at which a colleague told us that the diversity committee had advised departments to stop using the term brown bag lunch. I asked him why, but he didn't know. So we looked it up and learned that in the early 1900s, a brown paper bag test was used to exclude people whose skin was darker than a paper bag from establishments such as sororities, churches, and African American universities. However, the term brown bag lunch also has other meanings of frugality toward money and time, with a brown bagger being one who carries his lunch to work in a brown bag, and sometimes used to describe the desk-bound undergraduate. How do we reconcile these meanings? Lonergan describes potential, formal, and actual common meaning as reflecting common experience, understanding, and judgment. He argues that common meaning is crucial to the constitution of community. We are challenged today by divergent experiences, understandings, and judgments. How can we ever hope to reach common meaning? I have previously suggested that even when experiences differ, we can at least begin to share meaning through communication in which meaning is revealed by one and honored by another. Sharing meaning allows us to imaginatively enter into the experiences of others. I'll conclude by returning to my experience with the COVID patients. I noticed that after I told each person that we were calling because we had received notice of their positive results, the person typically responded with a yes. The tone of the yes said so much more than those 3 letters. Often the word was accompanied by a sigh of sadness, resignation, shame, wariness, and sometimes fear. Although the script didn't call for any assessment at that point, it seemed only natural before launching into a litany of instructions to simply ask, "How are you doing?" The majority of these individuals were having minimal or resolving symptoms, but they all knew the potential of this disease to kill, and their responses were generally an expression of relief. "I'm doing well, thanks God." Sometimes they recounted prior symptoms. Some had lost loved ones, some had been hospitalized, some still were. Cell phones now allow us to reach patients in their hospital bed. But just a simple question and listening presence set the stage for some trust and opened a doorway for 2 strangers entering into a realm of shared meaning. Thank you, and well wishes for all of you.